Can I ask you a question? When was the last time you actually watched an entire scrapbooking video start to finish? If you're like most people, it's probably not the easiest thing to answer. But why? Is it because we're making the wrong kind of videos, or is YouTube changing, suggesting the ones that you just don't want to watch? Or is scrapbooking looking completely different today? Well, the thing is, if you've scrolled past a Scrappy video without finishing it, this episode is just for you. If you've ever posted one and wondered why no one's watching, where are they? This episode is definitely for you. Today, Crafty Maggie and I want to have honest conversation, not just with creators, but with you, the viewers, because whether you make scrapbooking videos or you simply just love to watch them, your perspective could help shape the future of scrapbooking content. Welcome to the Crafty Maven Getaway podcast. I'm your host, Hannah.
And I'm Megan. Thanks so much for joining us today, all you crafty mavens. We are on season 2, episode 21.
So today we are going to talk about scrapbooking videos, scrappy content as viewers and as creators. I know you brought this up to me, and it's like kind of perfect timing because if people don't know, this is more on the YouTube side. So if you're just a watcher, this is probably almost means nothing to you, but it means a lot to you. And I'm going to tell you why. So the guidelines for getting paid on YouTube are changing. So where you used to have 1,000 subscribers, then you also had to have 4,000 watch hours within a whole year, or 2 million views on your shorts. So that seems like a lot, right?
Yeah, that feels like so much. Well, and I feel like you said, a lot of people are just not watching videos. Yes. So it feels like 4,000 is so unattainable. Like I looked at my watch time hours and I'm under 300 for the last 365 days. Like, and
the Crafty Maven gets only like 100.
Well, it's just insane because I haven't stopped YouTubing. Like I've kind of taken down like my creating and posting and stuff, but I haven't stopped in the last like 12, 13 years, you know?
No,
like,
you've been very consistent,
I kept at least with posting. With it.
Like where I took that big break. Yeah, and then now I'm redoing, but like I'm not focusing on my channel. I don't even know what my channel is. It's not even 100. The chances of me being able to monetize now, and I was monetized before, like years ago. Well, I was trying to think about what year it was when they switched they did that first switch, because they didn't grandfather people in. So you had to have 1,000 watch hours,
1,000. Right? No, it was like 1,000 subscribers, wasn't it?
And 4,000 watch hours.
Yeah, 4,000 watch hours.
So I was probably a lot closer than that back then, but I don't even remember, really, honestly. I just know I remember when it changed because they didn't grandfather anybody in. So everybody all collectively had to like hit that mark. And so many people who were monetized lost their monetization, myself included. With that said, this is a full disclosure. No one makes that much money in the scrappy world.
Yeah.
Content creating, we don't make that much. Some people make a lot more than other people.
Yeah. Yes.
But I would say YouTube AdSense revenue is not where the bulk of what you're making. I know you can make money like on Facebook. I think Instagram has some ways that you can make money. It's, I think, a lot harder to make money on Instagram. TikTok has a creator paid thing, but that also is really hard to. I think you have to be asked for TikTok. So you have to hit like quite a few.
Oh yeah. I don't think you have to be asked, because I've looked into doing TikTok advertising and being paid, but it's like 10 million followers, or I don't even remember. Like you have to have,
it might be 10 million views and like,
yeah, 10 million views, something
I
like
know
that.
on YouTube, or not on YouTube, on Facebook, I think you have to have like 100,000 like people who are following your page or something in order to make money.
It's
kind of a lot, but
yeah.
if you're somebody who constantly is putting up stuff every day, which I follow quite a few people who, I don't know if they're posting other places. I'm assuming they are, but they're non-Scrappy people, and they post multiple videos and multiple like stories throughout the day. Like that's basically what they do. You have to post more than once a day. I'm not going to say that you can't make money not posting every day, but you're going to make a lot more money because it's all based off of views. So the more views you get, the more money you make. I think it also has to do with people commenting and stuff. I know I've talked to Miranda a little bit on our design team about that, and she was giving me some insight, but like everything, it went over my head because I'm not there yet.
Right.
So, but that definitely, anyway, back to YouTube, right? Because we're mostly talking about YouTube today. We definitely can kind of piggyback off of that on other platforms too. But most people are going to make money off of like affiliate links or doing some kind of getting a partnership with other companies where they either get money or I don't know. A lot of times companies, especially in the scrapbooking and paper crafting realm, you get like a product because it's so much easier to do that. And you don't have to work around the laws when it comes to having an employee, because technically they're not an employee. They're like contracted out. And so you just write it off as advertising, essentially. Which I didn't learn this until I started. Like, I mean, I knew that I wasn't getting paid. Like, there's no doubt in it. You know, you're not getting paid but you're getting free products. So you're like, okay, well, in a lot of ways it pays for the stash that you would have bought. So you're not having to pay for it. So, that's nice, but you don't get paid actual money. It's like I can list a handful of times that I've actually gotten paid for something that I did. And it's less than on one hand. The amount of so and it just is what it is. I think it's just really hard for companies to want to pay. And when you have people all over the world, that like, how does that really logistically work? So that's just, kind of how it is. But it creates this environment. And I feel like it's not just the scrapbooking. I feel like probably all in the art community, this is like the downfall of the art community. Like a lot of artists don't like to they don't want to overcharge people because, well, in all reality, like if you're going to go buy a piece of art, like how much money do you really want to spend? Like people, unless you're buying like a full-blown really big piece from a well-known artist, you're probably not paying nearly as much of what it took for that person to create it. And so I think as artists, we tend to undersell ourselves and not. I think we're catching on. I see that. But then I see things kind of, I do see that change and not it. So it just makes it harder for the people that want to sell because people are, people want to go to places for cheaper.
Yeah, for cheaper. Well, and I kind of feel like it depends on where, like specifically what you're doing art wise and how long you've been in the industry and where you're selling, like because I have noticed that too. Like there are some people that undercut themselves. And I feel like I would probably be in that category just because I understand people want free things. People want like especially in America, in our economy right now, like I haven't even bought my own supplies since like my birthday when I had extra spending money, you know? So it's like,
Yeah.
going out and buying things like right now in this economy like is really hard. And so I totally get it. Like I want to sell things, but at the same time, like I need to make a profit, but I also don't want to discourage the people that like really want to support me, but they can't, you
Yeah.
know, like, and so I feel like that's where I'm at personally. Like I really, really, really want to be in this industry and I want to have that be my full-time job eventually. I know I'm not there yet, but I want it so bad, you know? And so you like really want to squeeze in, but I also know like if I start doing classes and stuff, like posting more on YouTube, I can't undercut myself because then if I do like start really charging more, people aren't going to want to buy it, you know? Like, so it's kind of like a double whammy. I don't know.
Well, it's a double-edged sword, you know?
Yeah.
Well, and I definitely run that a lot with the CRafty Maven. It's like, how much do I charge for things? But like it's like I want to make, well, not want to. I need to make money. Otherwise, otherwise I might as well just post videos for fun and be on another person's team. Like honestly. So it's like that's the thing, the crux of it, right? And like and like with the CRafty Maven, I'm like switching into doing this more like full time now, as next month I won't be doing my other job really hardly at all. It'll just be like a few things to help them out. And it was a conversation me and my husband have had. It's like, oh, well, when you're making this much money, oh, well, now I'm making more money doing this, but it's still not really like, and it's like there's still cost involved in doing this. So it's like I'm still not making money really.
Yeah.
But it's mostly just because I'm a small business, right? So it's like I understand like it takes time to build that. And so like even when you're just a content creator, it takes time to build that rapport with people, to build that bubble of influence. It's like there seems to be so many people online sharing their content, which is awesome and amazing, and I love seeing it. And you have people that kind of come and go. It's like even just looking at doing a design team call, I've noticed it seems like there's a lot less people looking. And maybe because I'm a smaller business and I'm like so nichey, it doesn't seem like there's as many people applying either as there could be. Like I have noticed that. Like, and not to say we're not getting applications and there's not a plethora of people, but I think that the people who really want to do it, there's just a lot less of them. And I think it's burnout, honestly. I think that's a lot of it. And they're really, I don't even want to say good people, but the people who have already had spots, they're already doing a whole bunch of jobs, right? Yeah. And so we're seeing like this transition of people almost like retiring out, which I know like this is a common thing. And I've thought about it even with like some of the bigger card makers and stuff. And like Kathy Zilski and some of like Alice Bold, like kind of moving like they're just moving on to a different part of their life and ready to do crafting differently. Not to say Kathy isn't doing stuff, but I've seen her, just the way she does things, change. It's like Get It Scrapped used to be, with Debbie Hodges, like that was a really big thing. And then we've seen that kind of like dwindle down. And so I think we're just seeing the atmosphere of our industry changing so much. And I know we've kind of been talking about this a lot because there's just been a lot of changes this year. I watched Erin Reed Makes, she did a video just talking about the industry as a whole, where I know I touched on it on our channel about just notions mostly.
Right.
But it's like, in all reality, the industry is just changing so much. And I think we knew it was changing. Like, we've had these conversations a little bit. I've had them with other people, but like, we're really just seeing that it's just being forced in our face. There's this big change. And where is that change coming from? Is it the YouTube aspect, or like how we're delivering our content aspect, and people who are wanting to consume it, that's not how they're wanting to get it? Is it the type of content that we're sharing? Is it that there's so many people, and I say so many, like there's not, like our community is so small that when you have such the influx of people wanting to create content is a lot higher. It's like, I mean, remember when we first started, there was not that many people who were doing it on video. There was a ton of people doing blogs. Like, blogs were all over the place. Everybody had a blog. Like, basically, if you were going to share your work, you started a blog and you shared it. Right?
Which is so crazy because that feels like forever ago, but really that was only like 10 years ago, like maybe even 5 years ago. I'm trying to think,
even when I was on Click Hits, we were still doing blogs. It was like in the middle of when I was with them. I think we transitioned into stop doing blog posts and we just were focusing on video, but I don't even remember exactly where and how that change occurred, but it was like sometime in the middle. So I'd say 2017, maybe 2018, somewhere around there was when we kind of really transitioned from blog to, oh, now we're doing video. But we were on the early side of that, where like hardly anybody was there, and so it seemed like we had a lot more views, right? Because, and I was looking at just in general, the YouTube analytics, which some people might not like this. Some people will, if you're a numbers person. But long form content is up by 76%. So people who watch and consume long form content is up. That's 76% is quite a bit. But the amount of time that they're watching a video is down. So people still want to watch long form content, but they're not watching it all the way through. And I see that with my numbers. I don't know if you've seen that with your numbers. It's like, by the end, there's a lot less people watching it all the way through. I will say on our channel, we do have, seems to be a little bit higher of a watch through rate than some, like probably my own personal channel. But I think it's because of the type of content that we are doing, because we have the podcast every week, or almost that I think.
And I did look at mine today, because I think we talked about this like maybe a month ago, like just you and me. And I think both of us were saying that people are watching like 5-6 minutes. I looked today and people are watching for like 3.5 minutes on my personal channel. And I'm like, oh my God, like that's insane, because a lot of my videos are like 8, 9, 10 minutes.
And you have a lot shorter videos than I do. Like I do generally 15 to 20 minutes is,
well, because like, I try takes a lot
than that, but the mixed media takes a lot. So it's like, I'm not going to cut that short. And I've just decided that, you know what, I'm going to do it. And the people who watch it all the way through are the people who watch it all the way through. I mean, but I think also trying to find different ways to like meet in the middle, like having certain videos that can be shorter. But so, and just in general, overall on YouTube, people are just not watching as long. No, but get this, because this number got me, okay? Because I know YouTube pushes out shorts, and I think that's part of it. right? The short form content, YouTube really, really loves the short form content.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure why, because if the long form, I think people would watch long form more if it was pushed out more. So that's the other aspect of things. But so the shorts view is up 127%. I don't even understand really what that means, because in my mind 100% is the highest that you can go.
You can't go above.
So people are just consistently watching more shorts. But my thought was, well, is that because YouTube is pushing shorts? Like, it used to be there was only a little bit of shorts shown on your feed, right? Most of it was long form content.
Yeah.
And anything over 3 minutes, I think, is what they consider long form, basically. So, but now almost the whole feed is short.
Yeah.
Like, you have to scroll. I really have to scroll through to look to find long form. I love long form content because I'll put it on, I'll put something on, and I consume a lot of YouTube. Like, a majority of what I consume for media now is YouTube. Most of what I watch is YouTube.
Interesting.
So,
is it all Scrappy YouTube, or is it like?
No, I do a whole lot of everything.
Whatever.
Everything. Like, it's just a hodgepodge. YouTube has no idea what to send me, because they just,
you're all over the place.
It does not. It's like, actually, I almost always have to go and search for scrapbooking content, unless I watch a few videos and then that person's videos pop up on my feed. Like, I'm doing the creators train right now, right? We've restarted, or I restarted it back up because I didn't do the last round before that. And so I've been watching that lady's channel. What is it? Scrapbook Tales, or Paws and Tales, or something like that. She does cards. And so now her stuff is just popping up. Her shorts are popping up. Like, but the thing is like, and it does not surprise me, card videos, I feel like, get popped up, like they get a lot more views.
Yeah, they do.
I wonder if it's because it's easier to do short form content with a card, because cards just in general don't take as long.
Yeah.
In general.
Well, and I think it's a smaller canvas too.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like it makes it easier to do the tall the tall videos. Because I think for me, the tall videos, fitting a whole 12x12 scrapbook layout on a tall video, that's the hardest part.
Yeah.
And making it like look good and not have a lot of empty space because it's a square, that's the hardest part, is
the
tall.
I do not like Instagram change their whole format to the tall format, essentially, to help. Yeah. I think it helps with reels, like when it gets mixed into your feed. So I kind of understand the concept behind it, but I hate it because when I go to post just a photo of my layout, it looks, I'm like, I can't show the thing like all nice and more up front. It's like, it's further back. And like some people, and I know this is, I know we've talked about this, but some people really have so much stuff in the background. I'm like, I just want to see the layout.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I'm not the artsy.
It is what it is. And sometimes, and so it leads the conversation to be like, are we being as the creators, are we being the trendsetters, or are we just having to be the trend followers because this is what the algorithm wants us to follow?
Yeah.
Because I think with YouTube, that's what we are dealing with. We are having to follow the trends instead of it being, we are being the trendsetters, which it used to be. Yeah. And somehow along the way, it's flipped. And so now we're trying to have to figure out, and I don't know if it's, I'm going to sound old, and I know I'm not old, but I wonder if we just are not of this time technology wise. Like, the way my brain is thinking technology wise is not how it used to think when things first started. And actually, I even when I started YouTube, I was like, this is kind of weird because I wasn't watching a lot of video content back then. I was like on YouTube. I wasn't watching a lot of YouTube. I did YouTube so I could listen to music. So I just put like music videos on the background and like I wasn't like looking up a whole lot of stuff. Like now, gosh, you can watch news on YouTube. You can watch like different podcasts. Like there's a ton of true crime podcasts that I listen to on. That's like probably majority of what I watch. But like me and my husband watch a lot of movie reviews on YouTube and stuff. And so it's like there's so much content that you can get on YouTube now.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
But we're all having to like follow the trend instead of being the ones. So which is difficult when you are in a craft or like creative mindset, right? Because we have, as creative people, I feel like we've always been the ones to be that runner of trends, right?
Yeah.
Now technology is.
I feel that way too. Yeah.
And technology has taken the creative aspect out of it in a lot of ways. I was just seeing a post that Jen Chapin, she used to do scrapbooking, but now she does food, right?
Yeah.
And I watch her channel from time to time, so stuff pops up. And she was mentioning how Meta is getting on food creators who are posting AI food stuff. And she's like, good, because I mean, I've seen AI, and it just seems like AI is like all the way out there. And it does a disservice because in a lot of ways, like we can use AI for good for sure, right? But like when you're using AI to create all your creative stuff instead of you doing the creating of it, it takes that personal aspect out of it, and it just is flat. It's one noted, and people notice it. It's like, I don't know if you've had this, and people who are listening comment in on this too. Like, how many times have you put on a video on YouTube? Probably not so much in the scrapbooking realm, but I assume that it will start popping over, and I'll tell a little story about that too in a second. Where you start listening to it and you're like, oh, this is AI for sure. And like I click it off because I don't want to watch AI stuff.
Right.
It's like if you couldn't take the time to figure out what you wanted to say about something, you have to, because a lot of times it's not even that they're looking at it for a script or to like do, like we use AI to like do some research. Like I researched like the data on YouTube and stuff, but I'm not looking at it to create my whole like script.
Yeah.
It's like I spend so much time putting stuff into AI. I'm like, I should have just like
just
like I wrote it.
Or,
like I wrote it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like if I'm gonna use AI, like, you know. So but the thing is now so it's like when you just use AI, it just takes that creativity out of everything, and it like it's so prominent. It's like so prominent, but yeah, it's like somehow the system is gonna tell on the system. Like I don't believe that for a minute. I think we will see a lot more because people can just jump on the train. How hard is it to just like use voices? And I know YouTube has said that they're cutting back on, you know, like especially a lot of the audio, because a lot of people use audio AI to read the scripts for them, so they don't even have to have their own face and voice. It's like I watch people's channels because I want to see them. Like the channels that I watch are because of the personalities of the people. I hope that people watch me because of my personality.
Yeah. Right.
Because that's what makes my video me, right? Like that's what makes my art me. is me.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
I'm not everybody's cup of tea, and that's fine. I know I ramble on. I know when I do a face-to-face video, it is going to be 2 times longer than a lot of other people. And I'm okay with that. And if
Yeah.
people don't, once again, if people don't want to watch it all the way through, that's fine. You know, it's just there for the people that want to. But in all reality, if you want to hit those milestones, let's just say you want to get paid. If you want to hit those, you have to do long form content. Like you're not gonna, okay, I'm not gonna say you can't go viral with shorts, but YouTube is putting out so the new guidelines that are going to start in February. So this is next year. You have to have 8,000 hours a year. 8,000. That's like so many.
Yeah.
It's a lot. Or 20 million. So I think it's 10 million shorts views that you have to have now. So 20 million. It's a lot. 20 million is a lot of views, considering that most shorts there are definitely people who hit those. I've seen them. I've seen like some of the bigger, like especially mixed media tends to like get really good shorts views. Why mine aren't, I don't know.
Well, and let's clarify too, because this is for people that are not already monetized. Yes. So my channel is already monetized. So I don't have to get 8,000 new views for the last 365 days. I'm good because I'm already monetized. But like the CRafty Maven or Hannah Lopez channels are not monetized. Yeah. So also, because I was like freaking out because you and I have been really trying to up our views on the CRafty Maven so that we could get monetized. And so I was kind of like, oh my gosh, like, how are we going to do this? Because it's like February 1st, right? That this starts. Yeah. So that's like what, 6 months, 8 months, something like that. Yeah, that's like 6 months away. And I'm like, how are we going to do this in 6 months? Like, this is going to be insane. And so, I was kind of like working through the process and trying to figure out a schedule for the CRafty Maven and all of this. And I totally forgot what my point was. But, so if you go to like your earn window on the studio app, if you're not monetized, it'll tell you how many hours you need to make still. Yeah. And I honestly forgot what my point was with all of that. I don't know. Anyway, well, and so don't freak out if you're not monetized, because I kind of was. But like also if you are monetized, don't freak out either. You'll be bothered. You'll be okay. Milestone. Yeah. With that said, I don't know like how long, like at some point they could decide to stop doing the grandfather, but I think or I wonder if because the first time they didn't grandfather people in, they got a lot of crap for it, would be my guess, which it was a big pain in the butt. I remember there was a whole bunch of people who were like, hey, just put on my like people were putting on people's channels, and I remember being like, you know what, I don't even want to fart around with it. It was like too much hassle. Yeah. Because I also knew I probably only needed like 500. I was probably halfway there because I used to get a lot more views back then because I was consistently posting. And I think that the key is consistency. It's like all to say, but then also on the other aspect of it is, so because it brings up that question of why aren't we getting views? Why, like, but also not only that is why are we not watching videos? Because it's not just one or the other, right? Because I think about that. I don't watch nearly as many scrapbooking videos as I used to. I used to watch scrapbooking videos all day. Well, I say all day. Throughout my day, I was watching videos. I was watching my friend group's videos consistently. So there was a handful of people that I watched every day, and that was all that was on my feed back then. Of course, granted, I didn't really watch YouTube for a lot of other reasons. I just watched scrapbooking stuff. Yeah. So it makes me go, well, why
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 am I
did we change?
complaining?
Yeah.
Like, what's the change? What is the big change?
Yeah.
And honest, it's so hard to be honest about it, in the sense of I just don't even know if I know why I'm not, except for I don't have as nearly as much time. That's part of it. Also, now I'm creating instead of consuming, right? And I think that that's part of the problem with a lot of us creators, is that we're spending so much time needing to do the hamster wheel of creating, we're not consuming, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, right? It's not like we're not connecting, because we're getting on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're chit-chatting. It's like I'm having conversations with people, maybe not as much as I would like, but I'm definitely having conversations. I'm seeing people's work. I'm trying to comment. It's like, and that's one of my biggest things, is trying to comment on people's stuff more, so that I'm like encouraging other people to keep on putting out content, because people won't see it if we're not putting it out, right?
Right. Yeah.
But then it does make me wonder, like, well, what do I really want to watch, and what does everybody else really want to watch?
Yeah.
Because even with shorts, YouTube is pushing shorts, but in 2025, people were watching an average of 48 seconds for a short. You want to know? Just guess what people are watching now.
Like 30?
No.
Or 50 less? Is it less? 15? I think you did say that the other day.
16 seconds. 16. That's insane. But then, once again, let's reframe this. Is it because people don't have time to put out like quality 2 minutes worth of a short that people are only going to watch a minute of? So, like, especially in our industry or our community, it's like, oh, I'm gonna do a layout, like basically a layout share, where I just flip through some photos and I'm calling it a short. So therefore it is only probably 15, 20, 30, maybe max 30 seconds.
Well, and I kind of wonder if we have gotten so used to scrolling that it's just like you get bored sitting there on one video for 3 minutes watching something, like, okay, I need to be like, YouTube has entertained us or made us become this way, and Instagram too, because you just scroll and you just get scroll happy. So you're like, okay, this is getting too long. I just scroll past it.
My attention span.
Yeah.
And I don't think you're wrong in that. It's like, I used to never think I had ADHD. Never. Because my brother had ADHD growing up.
Yeah.
And it was bad. Kid could not sit still. My middle child.
Yeah.
She could not do her schoolwork without
foot
in the air. And
Ellie, oh my God, yes.
Thankfully, I homeschooled, so she didn't have to sit at a desk all stinking day. Oh my gosh, I couldn't only imagine. But like, even now as a teenager, it's like I see it, and she goes from this to this, boom, 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 like hobbies. Like one day she's doing canvases, the next day she's making she's whittling a sword out of wood. Like, no joke, there's wood scrappings outside, because she was doing that, because she realized, oh, I should go back to doing that. And then next thing you know, she's doing the cardboard puppet things. And then every week it's something new with her.
It sounds like Ellie. Oh my gosh, right? That's so funny.
So it's like they have, but like me, I'm like, but now I sit and I'm like, I can't do a video without watching and listening.
Yeah, I have to have something
on. And I'm like, do I have it? But I don't think so. I think it's that we've trained our brains and conditioned our brains to just keep scrolling, because, when 20 seconds of something we've watched and we're bored now.
Yep.
Like,
it's so crazy.
honestly, it's why I love just turning everything stinking off, just put music on and doing a scrapbook page, because then I don't feel like my brain is like, and with that said, it might still be ADHD. It's just a different version. But for sure, I think technology has like enhanced that. And for so many people. So it's like people don't want to sit and where we used to be able to cut paper and people wanted to see the process of that. And now people don't want to see it. They just want to see like, oh, you got your die cuts. They don't want to see me looking through my pack of die cuts.
Right.
Yeah. They don't want to see me drying. Like YouTube loves to tell me, because I'll put in my video and ask it to analyze it later. YouTube loves to tell me, you spent a really long time using that heat gun.
So when you say that, is that like the AI?
Yeah. Yeah, because it goes through
your video in AI. You'll have to show me how to do this, because I'm like, you've been talking about this and I have no idea.
So this is one of the coolest features, but also the most annoying, and it is using AI. But YouTube has a little doohickey thingy symbol up at the top of their thing. I'll show you, but maybe I'll do a little short and show people how to do it.
Okay.
And so if you're a creator, this is like really awesome. I will say it's really awesome, but it's also not so great because it tells you stuff that like, I don't really care that people don't like that I'm using my heat gun. Do you just not want me? Do you want me to cut it? No, but with that said, do people want me to cut it out? If they want me to cut it out, I will. But you know what? Just the other day, someone asked me about my heat gun and like, oh, I'm afraid I'm going to burn my paper. And like, so like people have these questions and they want to know.
Right.
Also. But is it just that our attention span is so short that we, have been trained and conditioned that we just really don't want to see people use, we don't want to see those menial tasks like fussy cutting. I mean, I would cut out fussy cutting because that is
that takes a long time. Yeah. Well, and I've started like cutting down my photos. If I don't have my photos already cut to the size I want when I start my layout, I cut all of that out, like.
And I've done some of that. Like depending like how long that like takes me.
Yeah.
Will depend on if I cut it out. Cause sometimes I can cut my photos real quick. And sometimes, but I always cut out chunks of time. I spend like you used to. I remember you telling me you would do your voiceover and just like, and I'm like, I never do that. I always like edit and then I do my voiceover because I cut out space. And this is me cutting out space from an already long video.
Well, the easy part is if you watch it and like, because the way I would do it, but I think I'm going to start doing it the way you do it, is I would watch the video, do the voiceover, and then wherever there was empty space where I didn't talk, I just knew, okay, I cut this out. And then it makes it a little bit easier to cut it out. But I get what you're saying, because if you're just sitting there watching it and talking, you kind of get into talking and you're not even doing anything on the camera. So it is better to do to edit everything down and then do the voiceover. So I think I'm going to start doing it that way.
Yeah, it just helps my flow of tasks easier because then I don't have to then I'm not even though I'm watching it, I'm not watching it all the way through. Like I scroll through it and I can see where oh, this is a really long oh, I must have got up and got a snack, or I don't know, got up and went to the bathroom. Or I was looking for stickers
supplies,
and it took 10 minutes.
That does happen.
Sometimes it takes us 10 minutes to look for something. Sometimes it doesn't. And some ladies are really great. And I think they have all their stuff. They've pre-done it. But this leads to the question is, what do people really want to watch? Because it seems like the stuff that I'm doing is not what people want to watch. Or is it just that YouTube's not showing it? That's the other thing, because I have had people videos pop up on my feed and I'm like, I don't really want to watch that. There's certain YouTubers that constantly Sandy's videos, I get a ton of hers and I will binge watch her channel It must be why. Like I'll binge watch it and then I'll be good for a while and then I'll binge watch. But she was constantly pushing out stuff, and I've noticed that actually lately she hasn't been pushing out as much content, which is interesting. Yeah. Well, she
was doing like a video a day for like 5 years.
Yeah. So I think with her move, and then they went on vacation, there's some stuff going on that I think she like, but I noticed that she hasn't been as like, on as much. And like, I kind of get it. The grind is hard to post something every day. Like, props to her. And like, she has a great following, and like, she has a style that is like really easy to follow, as far as like, oh, that reminds me of my mom, my grandma. Like, I don't, like, just a very relatable thing. But with that said, I don't want to constantly just watch her channel. I want to see all the people's channels. So,
yeah. And that's the hard part. Well, and I feel like there's so much saturation too, that sometimes I get overwhelmed. I'm like, okay, who am I going to watch now? Like, what? There's so many people, like, and a lot of my friends that I used to watch all the time daily, they're not creating anymore. They're not on YouTube anymore, which is sad. And so I kind of wonder if that's why I don't personally watch, is that a lot of my friends that used to be doing, weekly posts and everything, they're not anymore, and it kind of makes me sad. So it's like I just kind of avoid scrapbooking on YouTube videos, which is insane because I love it. I love YouTube scrapbookers.
Yeah, I love seeing different people's styles and seeing like how they think through their process. Well, and I think this is another thing is like YouTube is really pushing out, or I should say, when I go to look for ideas, because I do use AI sometimes to help me with some ideas, especially with the fact that now I need to do so much content. And I'm not with that. I don't know though. Anyway, because it seems like YouTube's not pushing out the content that I'm doing. I'm trying to like think of different ideas. Also, I try to use those ideas for like shorts, because I don't know, I guess I get bored doing this. Like, if I'm gonna, why do I just want to do short, like really fast sped up process videos when I'm gonna do a long version? I mean, I know that there's some people who'd rather watch one thing or the other thing, and this is where you guys who just are consumers of YouTube, the Scrappy YouTube, this is where we need your guys' help, because we want, as creators, we want to provide content that you guys want to watch. But I think that we feel like we get mixed signals. And I say that because I've been taking to looking at comments on other people's videos and different like kind of channels where it's like an overall craft channel, and those are good video like comment sections to kind of peruse and look at, because I feel like that's giving me more information than just what like the people on my channel who are commenting or my friends. I feel like we're the same kind of people, so we all want the same kind of thing. But it seems like one stash is like where it's at. A lot of people want to see stash. They don't want to feel like they're being sold. I totally get that. But with that said, there's a lot of us that want to see how are people using the new stuff. Like if I go to this leads to another thing. When I go to the store and I buy something, I want to, how are other people using it?
Yeah.
But with that said, now we're all buying stuff online. Yeah.
That's true.
I feel like it's really dividing the people who are like buy stuff physically to the people who buy stuff. And like, I know that we've seen that before, because you could see like the people who were using like more outdated stuff and using their stash, or using stuff that they bought in stores, like I'm gonna say like more Michael's or Joann's, right, where it's maybe like a little bit behind, or not even like mainstream, if you will. Like maybe the designs are similar. Like if you go to Michael's, you're gonna find something similar to what you're gonna find like a name brand stuff, right? But now that divide is so big, so I also wonder if that's part of it too, like this divide of where you're buying your stuff really is, I think, playing into what people are interested in watching, because the people who are buying the stuff online are watching the stuff online and seeing. But the people who aren't, who are buying less often, for whatever reasons, or they get it from, like, I'm going to say Stampin' Up and Creative Memories and stuff, right? Like those channels I feel like are doing really well. Those people are buying stuff in person, essentially. I mean, you buy it from a catalog, but you know what I mean? Like it's how you purchase it is a lot different. You're going to, like, you might go to a class where my ex-neighbor she does Stampin' Up. And so sometimes I'd go over to her house just to craft with people. And, like, I'd see some of the stuff. I bought stuff from her, from the Scrapbooking line. Right. And you see it in person. You're like, oh, that's really pretty, but if you're not seeing it in person, or you're seeing it in person, you are more interested in, like, what people are doing with that. Right. So I just wonder if that's part of the divide too, is like, so now we're really separating the people who spend money on quality products to the people who just are getting products that they can get. Right. And there's no bad or good for either one. It's like, I get it. I've had years, and I have a lot of times where I'm not buying that much stuff because I just don't have the money to. But I choose to not I just choose to not buy stuff because I don't have the budget for it. Where, it's like, I know that there's some people who are willing to, like, go to, like, let's say Temu, which is, yeah, you're going to get a lot, but is the quality paper going to be really good? Is it sign that somebody else stole? Like, there's all these different things, right, that go into that.
Yeah. And that makes sense. So you think, like, the first disconnect is what supplies we're using, whether it's stash or new products?
I do. A lot of the comments that I see is, I just want to see people use their stash. I want to know, how do I use my stash? How do I use the stuff? I have so many supplies. How do I use what I need? I was talking to Shannon Keith. I can't talk. And I need to message her. So, girly Shannon, I'm gonna be messaging you.
I'm talking to you.
We got talking about using stash, and, like, we just need to. So I want to do something with her where we're, like, busting into our stash a little bit more. I know Jen is running How to Kill a Kit with Style. And this year we haven't done that much with it. And I was kind of sort of trying to play along. I have a hard time because I'm trying to do 50 million things, but I really want to, like, focus in on. And I know that's why we started homemade
kits,
for the love of
homemade kits.
Because it's like, we were trying to help people learn how to build their own kits from their stash, which now there's so many other stash kit things. Like, there's a counterfeit kits where they pick from a list and they make a kit. I don't know if they pick like one each month to, like, counter.
It's been a while since I've done anything.
I know I was talking to Tara, and she mentioned that she wanted to put the CRafty Maven in there for kits, and I was like, yeah. I was like, yes, do it, girl. And I know, like, our kit is a little different because it's more media based, but, like, the concept is still the same. As you take another kit and you kind of use that to help build a kit. It's like scrap lifting for kit building. Because I think that like, one of the things that comments that I got when I was doing my live is, I don't always know how to, like, mix different collections together, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, that would be kind of fun to do like a series where you're taking new product and mixing it with, like, you start with an old product, right? And then you bring in whatever new you have that you want to add to it. That would be really fun too. Because that would be
a good idea.
Like, and I just know some people have a hard time doing that, but I don't. It's like, this is the thing, is, like, I have all these ideas. One, I just
Well,
never have enough time.
maybe we could start making a couple of these ideas as challenges in on Facebook, because we are going to have a challenge design team for
Yeah.
Facebook specifically. So maybe
Mhm.
we could do like a kit challenge, or, something like that, like for the love of homemade kits. We could do that in the Facebook group and
That's
just
a
have
good.
everybody post their layouts and
Mhm.
photos of the kits they make, or, whatever. I think that would be really fun, because then it does kind of challenge us. Like, it doesn't have to be a YouTube specific challenge.
Mhm.
And I think that is the hard part too. Like, we are trying to do so much, and then we get overwhelmed, and then we just kind of everything falls away. And I think that's where my frustration comes in, because I don't have a lot of time. I want to do YouTube and I want to scrapbook, but I'm just not so much, especially because it's been summer and life has just kind of been crazy. And so, like, that would be kind of fun to like have that be part of the Facebook group now, is having that challenge, or the design
Yeah.
team run those challenges and kind of challenge ourselves, not even to do a video about it, but just to do it. That would be really fun.
Well, I think if we normalize not pushing content, because I think that's part of the problem too, is that there's so much people pushing out content.
Yeah.
Where we get this content overload. And I think you touched on this a little bit, and I want to bring it back to that, is like, there's so many people, you don't even know where to start.
Yep.
Right?
Definitely.
And we get distracted. We're on, like, people will post on Instagram going, oh, I have a video out today. But instead of clicking on the video, you're scrolling, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, you don't have that time to stop, where that's the nice thing about like groups or communities, where you're having these conversations, you're having the inspiration there. That's what I love that about the crop this a little bit
Yeah.
ago,
Yeah.
is that like we were all in the group and we had all these challenges, and like, okay, maybe there was a video, maybe there wasn't, but it wasn't focused on like, it was focused on like using your stuff and actually creating. And I I often wonder if that is the mindset we do need to go towards
Mhm.
also, is like creating without feeling like you have to like make it a content like thing. It's like, oh, I'm creating this for content, instead of creating something and then going, oh yeah, I'll share it. It's like, because
Yeah.
that's how I used to do it. I used to create, I wanted to create. And the byproduct was I wanted to share it. Not like, oh, I'm going to share something, so
I
therefore I
have
need to
to
create.
create.
Which,
Yeah.
which that's the cycle that, like, as a business owner, because I want people to like see how to use my products, or the
Yeah.
products in the kits or whatever. That's, but I can't have it be, and that's the crux of being a content creator, is like you get stuck in this. It's like, I don't want it to just feel like I'm pushing out product, because I know that as much as like I want to see how people are using product and stuff, it's so easy to like see how people are using product. It's like, so if you feel like it's just an ad, like, you're going to scroll past. And I don't want our channel, my company, to be about that. I want it to be about the inspiration. That's the whole point, is an inspiration destination, guys. Like, we are just the vessel in which the inspiration is, and it is mixed with like some products, some ideas, like all these things, so that we can like fuel each other and like take a sip from the cauldron, if you will, instead of it just being like, oh, we have and I think that's the hardest part about having a product related business.
Yeah. That is
And
very.
there's definitely moments where I'm like, do I just want to give up the product part of it, not worry about that part, and have it be focused more on inspiration? But then again, I'm like, it's too early for me to like do that too.
Yeah. Yeah. That would be
Because,
not fun.
you know, well, it would just mean that like the whole business plan,
Right.
because it's like the whole mindset is to keep it about inspiration, right? And
Hmm.
sprinkle in some products. So it's like, in all reality, I don't care how much product I'm selling.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, it also means that like the inspiration kind of has to come at a cost at some point. And so that's where I'm trying to figure out like where the balance is for the CRafty Maven. Because I want to provide so much free stuff, but there's only so much free stuff that we can give out before, like before the CRafty Maven was all about free stuff and everybody just gave it up for free. Right.
Yep. I know it's crazy how much we give away for free.
In order to make it as a content creator, you have to like, there has to be something.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I don't have the luxury of just being able to stay at home to create anymore. Where it's like I used to just do that because I had the time. I had, and I love that there are people who can do that, and that's awesome, right? That like stay at home mom, they just need to, or I don't know.
Yeah,
they're retired, so they have that time. They would already be doing that.
Yeah,
where it's like now. Unfortunately, like I still want to contribute to things.
Right. Yeah.
And I had this idea in my head that was like, wouldn't it be weird and crazy if I just made kits? Not thinking it through.
The best ideas come that way though, right?
No, they did. And I love it. I love that I can provide multiple things. It's just figuring out how that looks in the realm of what we're also told we have to do on social media. And so it's like, once again, I feel like this conversation goes to how do you become the beginning of the train and push forward, and how do you become the change as opposed to the changing, but change becomes
yeah. That makes sense. Well, and again, I keep going back to like, we're going to start doing more challenges in Facebook. Like maybe those are things we need to focus on in Facebook. Like, challenge ourselves to just create again, challenge ourselves to enjoy it and have fun. And the selling aspect, like, yes, it's important. But again,
it's just also a byproduct.
Yes, exactly. It's just part of the picture. It's not the whole picture. Because you didn't start to do this because you had to sell products. No. Like,
no.
And that's
in fact,
the idea behind it.
From selling product for so long because I didn't want it to be about the product necessarily.
Right.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I love product. I love using new things. I love sharing new things. I've been on design teams where I've sold people's products before. It was never, it's still not, I mean, it's my product, but it's still not my product. And that's like the thing I have to get in my mind is like, now I'm creating stencils. Now we're making like embellishments and sequin mixes and stuff. And like, honestly, if that is what would sell the most amount and I could just like, I would just do those little things. Like, I love doing the kit. Don't get me wrong. I'm not stopping that, but like, I could see it moving more towards that. To provide more of that inspiration service to other people, because I feel like that's what we're all craving for. In my opinion, we want community so much because the community has kind of been like disbanded in a lot of ways, like with technology and us all just having to like grind it to be seen amongst all these people. We lost this sense of community. And I do love that about our group. So if you're not a part of our Facebook group,
follow the link below.
Because we have challenges every week. We have threads where we just ask questions and just have conversations. Like, we're still doing the crop right now, so you'll be able to still do the challenges. And Cassie has come up with challenges, and like, if there's different types of challenges that people would love to see us do, like, put it in, because the more ideas for Cassie, the better. The thing I will say is we're like trying to figure out how much to do for what. So like, what's the balance? Like, so but I feel like it's not set first nature anymore or second, however you say it, to like be part of that community because we've taken that out for so much. It's like, I mean, think about 2Ps, even like, I'm trying to think of some of the other communities that they're used to. Get a Scrap, like all these places you would go in and do the forum. And I feel like in some ways we almost want to go back to that, but we just don't know how to get there. So how do we get there, guys? This is like where the dialogue has to go. How do we get there? How do we build those bonds of connection where we're inspiring each other? Because that's really what fueled, and that is what's going to continue to fuel the CRafty community, the scrapbook. Like, no matter how it looks, because how it looks is going to be a little different. Right now, junk journaling is like all the rage. It won't be. Traveler's notebooks used to be all the rage. I don't know. Project Life used to be all the rage. Not to say that there's not people who do that and do it amazingly. You know, mini albums, all the rage in certain, you know, so it's like, but where we can all come together and be inspired. It's like, and that's just the, you know, it's like, how do you do it? Where do you do it? Like, and how do you make time for it when you're busy? Right? Because that's the aspect, is like, at least watching a video, you can feel connected, even if you're busy because you're in your car or you're doing dishes and you have the video playing in the background, or you're scrapping in your, right? Like, you can find time to put the video in, but how do you get that community when you're not at home to be on your computer? It's like, I get, we have right here a computer in our hand, but like, so how do we have it be easily accessible? Because that's kind of like where I'm at with the CRafty Maven, is find, and I've been talking to you, I've been talking to Cassie, like, where do we have this space? Do we keep it on Facebook? Do we find another space to put it on? So this is just to put this out there for anybody who's listening. We're thinking about maybe doing, like, using school as a platform, or is there another platform? Like, I know Patreon is another place. Like, where do we put the community, or do we keep it?
Or YouTube membership.
So it's like, how do we have this so that we can have free stuff and paid stuff and like different aspects of the community in different ways? And so it's like, that's really where like my brainstorming mind is going, and like trying to like do that amongst all the other things that I'm doing. But it's like, next year in 2027, I really want to focus on the community aspect of it. And I see us transferring into that, because I really do see a need for that. Like, we've had so many people join our Facebook community because people are wanting community. And the amount of people that tell me indirectly or directly that they absolutely love all the inspiration, they love the group, they love the atmosphere. I just want to keep providing that for people, because I think that we need it so bad.
Oh yeah.
But on the offside of it, though, is like, videos are a quick way to get that. So how do we provide in a quick little spurt what will hold people off till they can get on their phones to communicate, you know, get to their craft room and get on their computer, and like, you know, because I get time is valuable. You know, many people now are like, both people are working in their household. You know, it's like, if you've got little kids, like, sometimes it's easier to be like doing stuff in between. Sometimes it's not. Your kid is busy. You're taking them to this and this and this and this. And, you know, it's like, there's just different seasons in your life where you have different amounts of time. And like, how do we bridge that gap?
Yep. How do we navigate? Yep. And change and grow with that change.
Yeah.
Because I think that's like another thing that we're getting stuck in, is like, okay, everything's changing. How do we change too, and not feel so like down about it?
Well, yeah, that's like, how do you change without giving up part of yourself? Because I think that's the hard part. And I think that's why, like, I continue to have this mentality of like, you know what, if my personal channel, and I think this is where it's different, because I have to think about it from a business perspective and then also a personal perspective. Is like, if my personal channel has to fail, or not succeed because I do what I want to do, which has always been my philosophy. And I think I'm just going to always keep that is like, you know what? I'm going to post the videos that I want to post. I mean, yes, I want to post what other people want to watch too, but it's like, if I feel like doing long videos, I'm going to do long videos. I'm just not going to cut everything out just because YouTube analytics says, oh, you took too long using your heat gun. Right.
Yeah. Right.
But with the CRafty Maven, I do kind of have to think about like, okay, you know, how do I make this like meet in the middle? But how do I keep me in it? Because that's part of why people want, I assume, why people also want to watch the channel. Like they want to know, like, I want to make mixed media like you do. You make it look so easy. I want to layer this way. How do I do it? I want to, you know, put these papers together and make a kit. And this is why we're watching, you know, and like, we're lucky that we can have different perspectives, right? By having different design team members share on our channel. And not obviously not every channel has that opportunity, but with that, the views don't say that we have a whole lot of different people. So it's like, YouTube's not pushing out the video. So all in all, YouTube's not pushing out videos to people. So this is, as we close up, these are ways as a viewer, more videos that you want to watch pop up. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification. This tells YouTube, I like this. I want to see more of this. So if all you're watching is shorts, even though you don't really want to watch shorts, YouTube's going to show you a crap ton of shorts. They're going to show you that.
Yeah. You're not going to get away from it. So
if, you know, YouTube keeps showing you a video that you don't want to see, hit I'm not interested. Like, there's a little thingy that you can do that. And me and my husband have to do that quite often because there's just channels that like it tries to show us and we're like, oh, like, I don't like what that person is saying. They sound really crazy. You know, or I just don't like that style of it. You know, it's like there are certain times where YouTube wants to show me a ton of card videos. It's not that those ladies didn't do a great job making a card. I'm just not going to watch a ton of card videos. I'd rather look for those than YouTube show me. So this is kind of how you like train YouTube to work for you. Right. Sharing, like, so on other platforms, I'm not sure how it works so much on YouTube, but when you share a video, YouTube really, or like, especially Instagram, I assume TikTok too, but Instagram for sure. If you're sharing, they're pushing your stuff out more.
Yeah.
So
I know as a creator on YouTube, like if I watch a video, I can post it on my feed on YouTube. So like you can hit the share button and it'll ask how you want to share it. I'm pretty sure. So you can post it like in your community because you have a community tab if you have a YouTube channel. And a lot of creators or a lot of people that are just watching YouTube, they have a community. I'm pretty sure everybody has a community tab. So you can always post on YouTube videos that you really love, that you really want to support.
Yeah.
Because I do that a lot with the CRafty Maven videos or like the podcast. I'll put it on my community tab too, just so that people coming to my channel will see it. Like, I know that you can also collaborate on videos too. And so we do that. But sometimes I feel like collabs are hard to find too.
So yeah, YouTube doesn't make them as easy. You basically have to find them on the homepage. So one thing I was thinking, and because you can change, like as a creator, you can change the way your homepage looks and like what videos show first. And so I know our collabs videos are they're not at the top, but they're near the top. And I think I need to put them like at the very top so that like really recommends those. Also, like as a creator, when you're doing a video, always have it linked to another video that plays next. So you can do your own videos. You could do anybody's videos. You can link to anybody's video.
You could do playlists.
This works really nicely. Like if you're doing hops and trains. One thing that I was looking at is depending on the types, like where your channel's at, will depend on how you go about getting views. So like a lot of us like to do hops and stuff, but those actually, like for people who don't have views, it doesn't, like it can work, but generally people don't follow the hops all the way through. So being a part of a hop might not be in your best interest. So this is one thing to just like, you need to do research on your own channel and figure out what you're doing. And on the flip side, as a creator or like a person who's consuming it, you have to tell YouTube what you want to see. And you, like, if it means hitting the bell notification, like that makes a big difference for channels too, because you get notified and it will pop up on your feed quicker. Also, when you're watching YouTube, there is a thing that you can click where all your subscriptions are, and it'll show all the new videos for the day. Like there's so many times that's what I have to do to look to see, because I'm mostly subscribed to scrapbooking channels. My husband laughs all the time because on our TV. And this is another thing, is like when you're watching it on a TV, you can't comment. But like if you see a video, comment on it. Even if you're just like putting a thumbs up or some kind of emoji, like that at least shows YouTube that like people are interested. Because that is one of the areas that YouTube has said that they're lacking, is people actually engaging in the videos. So they're sharing videos that are getting engagement, and some of these big channels get engagement because people are on there. And I get like gaming channels, like they're on their computers already, so it makes it easy. But we need to think about how we're consuming so that it helps the creator out. Or
so maybe, sorry,
I was just gonna say,
sorry, you go ahead.
I was going to say, or people will decide not to content create, because I've heard this. Oh, I took a little break and I'm not sure I'm coming back. Or I don't know if I want to do this because that goal is so hard. And so I think you just have to make a decision whether you're going to create content because you truly want to connect with people. I do it for me. I don't do it but with a business, I kind of have to think outside of that, which is really difficult. And it's hard for me. Because I would just do videos. If I didn't have a business, I'd be able to do more videos. So that's besides the point.
Well, and I was going to say, like, maybe we should make that a challenge too, is like encourage people in the Facebook group to comment on videos they watch or something. Like maybe have that be like a weekly challenge. Who can comment on the most videos or something? I don't know. Just to kind of encourage people, because even I, like, if I'm scrapbooking and I'm watching a YouTube video, I don't comment. Because I'm busy, and I kind of just turn the video on to create, and I like hearing somebody. It's like I'm at a crop, and just kind of chatting with friends and listening.
Well, so how many of us have it on a TV? Like I watch a lot of videos on TV.
Yep.
So I'm not commenting.
So like, I don't know, maybe that's something that we could like start in the Facebook group. How many videos did you comment on this week? Or, something like that. And then give like a prize. I don't even know, or just something, just kind of encourage people to start doing that again. Because whenever I get a comment, like it seriously makes my day. Even if it's just an emoji, or if it's just, I love this, or, whatever, because I know it takes a lot to like write a whole thing. I'm not looking for that, because even I'm like, it takes a lot of work to just write a whole paragraph. it's just like, I love this layout, or I love this part of the layout, or whatever, like you did awesome on this sketch, like whatever. Like, it's just nice to know that somebody took the time to comment on my video, because I honestly don't expect to get comments. So when I go into my comments, I'm like, hey, I got a comment, like it just totally makes your day. Like, because I don't really expect it.
I get really annoyed when YouTube likes to like mix the comments. So because our channel of the Crafty Maven channel has been around for a long time now, and we were consistently putting out stuff. And so people were commenting back then, and like it'll pop up intermixed in with like now's comments, and it like confuses so much. It's because I have to go in at the tab to go newest comments.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's like I always feel bad when I don't see a comment, and it's like, well, and like I will say, like on our channel, and this is something that I think just as a team we could do better at, is that the person who posted the video commenting, because it's like I don't mind, like I'll heart the other people's comments, but like I don't want to go in and comment. I don't know what to comment that makes it feel authentic, because when I comment back, I want to actually like give a thought out like comment and not a response. I don't want to just be like, oh, thanks for watching, but like I like when we as creators comment back to other people who have commented and reply, like this also tells YouTube, oh, people are digging this.
Yeah.
So it's one of the things that I've learned that actually helps resurge your video. Is like if you do a pinned comment in there, like that, and like make sure you're commenting back on people. So it just shows that there's engagement and YouTube wants to share it. So
yeah.
But anyway, I think that's a pretty good conversation for.
Yeah, we talked for a long time. We really needed to have this bestie time.
All right.
It's been way too long.
I know. And it's just been crazy in the summer. And I feel it's like I feel bad that we've not been consistent with the podcast. So I'll apologize right now. It's like summer, like as much as like I thought it would be easy to like be ahead. It's like all the ahead that I had did to plan was not enough. And then it's like, and then just stuff it kept coming up. So it's like, so it's like, that's my goal for the rest of this month, is to like get more caught up, get a better schedule, like us posting a little bit more consistently, you and I on the channel, and doing that kind of stuff. And now I have time to do that where I didn't have as much time. I mean, I still try to put boundaries up, and I still try to adhere to like my days off a little bit, because that helps me.
Yeah.
Well, and I have so much time on my days that I am working. It's like essentially I work like a really long day. So like balancing it is like figuring out that balance as we get into the fall time is always nice. So, and that'll be a nice conversation for us to have as we get in there. But anyway, thank you guys for joining us along on this ride. Don't forget to comment below the types of videos that you like to watch. Maybe link to some channels that you like that we can go and check out. Maybe we'll take, or not maybe, we'll take the suggestions of channels that people comment below. So what I want you to do is comment a channel that you really enjoy watching. We'll do a thread in the Facebook group of like, hey, these are some channels to look out for this week, or that were mentioned on the podcast, so that people can go and look at those. I think that those kinds of posts would do really well. And then comment like what kind of videos you like to watch, what kind of videos, if you're a creator, what kind of videos do you like to make? Because I feel like that's one of the things that is always interesting to see, like what kind of stuff people actually like to make versus like what are your favorite types of like little series or whatever that you've done that you really enjoy. I like doing the kit ones. As I wish I just had more time to do them, because those were always really fun.
Yeah.
And I do like it when you can get with a couple of different people and do a series.
Yeah.
I feel like there's definitely a plethora of like channels or people that do that. So like definitely that's something that might be in the interest if you're a creator to do on your channel and might not be. So I think you just got to look at your analytics and see.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and we so very much appreciate you, and we appreciate that you listen all the way through. A lot of you do. So as we get more on.
Bye.
So see you next week. Bye.